Hickok 45 here. We've got the XDM 5.25. We've shown you all this firearm in 9mm, and this one I think is a little different. It comes with an extra millimeter or something like that. So I'm going to take a shot and see if I can tell what they're talking about. Woo, nice. Oh, let's go ahead and smoke some pot, see if it gives us any insight. And let's shoot that paper, okay? Stops the stop sign. I bet it'll even hit the gong. Yeah, it does that too. What else? How about a bowling pin? Yeah, this one comes with an extra millimeter of some sort, and I'll look in the instruction manual and see what that means. Okay, and you know, Seinfeld will probably be out of business if I hit the circuit right. You know what it is. It's the XDM 10mm. These firearms have been out in various calibers. In fact, we have done I should have looked it up, but we have done, because I'm pretty stupid, bad memory, but see, we did the 9, we did the 40, and the 45, I believe, in this exact firearm. Had a couple of them at the same time, and I still have the, because I bought the 5.5. This is back in, gosh, the dark ages. Would get T&E guns, you know, test and evaluation guns from manufacturers occasionally. And we don't do much of that at all anymore because, you know, get the help from buds. But and they would, you know, send them back and all that, let's borrow them. And we could buy them if we wanted. I bought that. I really like that 9. I mean, to tell you, John does too. And I say that, I throw that in usually if it's true, because John sometimes is harder to please than I am with, I don't know, he's just different, you know, he's different taste and that kind of thing. A lot of his tastes are similar to mine. But when we both like a gun, is what I'm trying to say, we both like one a lot. It says a lot for that gun, okay? Because we're both experts, right? But we're both pretty opinionated. So anyway, I like these things. And so you all been requesting that we get one of these. And so I did 2.5 because I just like this length in it, even in the 9. I mean, if it's not going to be a carry gun, it's kind of a why not, because it's not really any heavier. You know, with the cutout, it's about the same weight as the shorter version, and you get that longer sight radius. So I just kind of like it. You know, especially in a 10mm and a big old gun like this, it's not likely to be my everyday carry. You know. Sorry, you folks in other countries and the non-free states in this country, you know, what's everyday carry mean? You know, you talk about wallets. But so anyway, I got the long version, and it comes in a 4.5 inch, you know, slide, about the same weight. It doesn't have the adjustable target sights on the back. The front sight's the same, I think. And you know, other than that, it's about the same pistol, just a little shorter. Doesn't have the cutout and doesn't have the adjustable target sight like this. But I just like these big long ones. They're kind of fun. Where they're the same weight, I guess the 4.5 would be kind of cool too if you thought you might carry it a fair amount. Maybe if you're in the woods or outdoors a lot with it, maybe you would want the shorter version. So I can see the appeal of both. So anyway, we thought we'd try it. We hadn't shot, looked at Springfield for a long time, and 10mm is kind of making a surge, isn't it? It has been doing that. It's always been popular among a certain segment of the shooting population, and in recent years it's growing. It really is. There's no doubt about that. You know, the major manufacturers, you know, Federal, of course, they're one of, maybe the majorist manufacturer. I don't know. I know that there's a loading in just about anything. And we're a good test case for that because we have so many different firearms we need ammo for. But from all the manufacturers now of ammunition, you know, there's just not only 10mm being loaded, but a variety of 10mm. You got like your range ammo, kind of like the American Eagle, and you got hotter stuff, you know, hunting rounds, and then the manufacturers of firearms, of course. So many of them now, and we've done some lately, and there's several still out there. I get a lot of requests to do the EAA Witness, you know, and there's some others that we'll get around to that are making 10mm. But there was something else I was going to say, and I just forgot what it was. So I'm not going to say it. Let's just shoot something. I've got another. Let's go ahead and shoot some of this. This is the trophy bonded. Now, when you fire this, you know you're firing a 10mm. Okay, and I've been shooting both for a couple of days. I've not had any trouble yet. So we'll see how it goes. I don't expect to, but you never know. I bet this stuff will take out a 2 liter. I think it did. Try another one. Gotta hit it though, don't we? Oh. There we go. Let's hit the gong with this stuff. You notice how fast it gets there too. All right, I bet it'll knock the cowboy around a little bit. All right, dead center. What a marksman. Let's try that thing of water right here. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you know you're shooting 10, but you know the firearm, it feels pretty good. That's one reason I wanted the longer one, although again it doesn't have much more weight, if any. But I have nothing against weight when I'm shooting a 10 millimeter, I have to say. Now one thing I will tell you, in my practicing, in my shooting with this, it does hurt my finger. You know, I get that little weird thing. I mean, my finger's fine. I never have trouble with my finger unless I'm shooting firearms with certain triggers. Some of them, if it's just regular 9mm or any normal ammo, I'll start to get the joint in my finger will hurt from the trigger against it. And but it's not many. It's maybe like 4% of all the handguns I ever shoot. And so it's something about the configuration of the trigger. And if it's going to happen, it's more likely with something that has serious recoil. The Model 29 Glock, which is 10 millimeter, does that to me. The Glock 20 doesn't do it at all. Also 10 millimeter. So it's kind of a weird thing, but it does with this firearm, just to let you know. So I didn't want to be crying and complaining on camera, so I just ran and put a Band-Aid on, which is just kind of it's just a redneck way to put a pad on my finger. It doesn't take much to protect it at all, but that helps. That way I can go ahead and shoot and not even think about it, okay? Or I could think about it if I want to, but it doesn't hurt. So this is pretty neat. These, as I say, these retail for about, I think, $780. So I'm not sure what you could get one for, probably around 7, maybe under 7. And I noticed these magazines, at least the 10 millimeter, I don't remember this with the others, gravity messes with you. If you stand them on the table like that, they want to sort of hang up before you get the next one in sometimes, but it still works pretty well. So I'll shoot both, some of the hot stuff and the range ammo. And that's another advantage of this firearm, this caliber being so popular, this cartridge, because there's a lot of ammo in all power factors, and it's kind of like having a 44 Magnum and having 44 Special that you can shoot in it. So you can shoot both, really hot stuff, moderate stuff, you know, lighter stuff, whatever you want. So you can just shoot a lot of stuff. You may not want to shoot like trophy bonded with every round you fire. And you know, you got some people that are recoil sensitive with you, but they want to shoot the big 10 millimeter. Well, you can put something a little bit lighter, still more than a 40, but you know, it's not that you know, high recoiling stuff. Oh, there it is. That's neat to watch. So, you know, the more versatility. Where's my other mag? There it is. Oh, it's still loaded. Oh, I'll put some trophy bonded in the next, okay? We're going to shoot mostly, or at least trophy bonded after this. Well, got a bunch of ammo here. Let's shoot it. You know, let me, again, just remind you, before it gets too dirty, you haven't seen one of these in a while. They break down easily. They're pretty popular. Now, the spring on this thing, I noticed, is pretty serious. And, yeah, I've had it apart a couple times, cleaned it. Big old 10 millimeter barrel. If you have had, you know, I kept and bought the 9 millimeter, but I'll have to say I don't shoot it a lot. If you have any of these 525s, or the XDMs, as far as I know, there's not a lot of negative stuff about these firearms, about them giving trouble, or, you know, maybe there is and I haven't seen it, but not that I have noticed. So as far as I know, people are still liking these. Okay, gotta hold my nose right. This is a really stiff spring. I got it in there right. And it needs to be for 10 millimeter, yeah. Yeah, I noticed I didn't have that much trouble before. When the camera's rolling, that's when you have trouble. That's when you become even more awkward than you already are. Right? So, yeah, if you have the XDM series, or you have one of these in any chambering, you know, if you've had trouble, or you love it, or whatever, share, because we've always had good luck with them. As far as I can recall, I don't remember having problems, and they're good shooters. They're good shooters. Wait a minute, seemed like, didn't we have trouble, John, with a 40 caliber? I think it was a souped up version or something. But the standard XDMs, I don't think we've ever had any problems. But then again, it's on video if we did, so correct my memory. Let's go on over there and pop an animal maybe. Oh, I'm gonna try that red plate on the left. All right, let's try the one on the right. Oh, I like that sound. And that turkey on the top row is just making faces at me, so I'm going to try to knock him over. Yeah, he's a smart Elk. I'm going to try that pig on the left. Every time I pulled the trigger, I knew I was off. Let's put some on the hanging buffalo. Feels good. That's really sweet with with that ammo. Let's just put some in here and try something close here. Okay, yeah, I like that. All right, slow down. Actually, it's not slow down so much as get a grip, get control. Plate do? I don't know, it's acting weird, isn't it? Let's put some heavy stuff in. Okay, yeah, you know you're shooting 10 millimeter even with that, I'll have to say. Let's put some hot stuff in here though. So, you know, depending on what your purpose was, you're plinking at the range or whatever, you might want the, you know, range ammo, but then if you want to hunt with it, or you just like shooting hot stuff. I'm just getting a little tarnished. I've had it a while, I guess. Try to keep a supply of it. Some people just like to, whatever they're doing, they're just going out to the range to plink tin cans or paper. They want, you know, just enjoy shooting really hot ammo. It's just the way it is, and that's that's part of the fun of shooting. I've known people, a friend that shoots a lot, he used to shoot a lot of 44 Magnum. His hand loads, and man, did he load some barn burners up. Oh, I didn't like to shoot them. They were really, really hot. And I'd shoot some of them. I mean, I shoot that stuff. Used to shoot a lot of it. It's just not as much fun, yeah, unless you need to. So, anyway, to each his own. There's a lot of choices, calibers, everything. 10 millimeter is a pretty neat round, no doubt about it. You saw the GP100 revolver chamber in it we did recently, and there were people that I know commented on that, like, why would you bother? Why would you want that? Well, you know, it's just another option. Just because a company comes out with another chambering, it doesn't mean they're saying this is better. Or if we do a video on it, we're not saying this is better. This is what you need now. Forget that old 357 Magnum or, you know, whatever. It's just another option. If you have several 10mm firearms, you know, maybe like a revolver in it, you know, or one of these. So, okay, now we're going to shoot some heavy stuff. You can watch me get beat up. All right. Pretty neat. I don't have a holster for it, or I would put it in a holster. How's that for profound? All right. Let's, with this stuff, it's pretty appropriate that we shoot the coffin. Yeah. Oh, feels good. Very controllable. Knocks those plates around. Hey, cowboy, wake up. And of course, it's commendable if someone makes a pistol that will handle, you know, those rounds and, you know, the beating that it gives a pistol. These might take over a Buffalo. Or they might not. I guess I'm maybe not even hitting it. Okay. I don't know, the sound I'm getting, it sounds like it's hitting something, but it didn't sound like steel. I don't know if it's still frozen and not ringing or not. And I think these print a little bit lower, so I was probably shooting a little bit lower. I'm going to try the ram. Try the other ram. Okay, I held up a little bit. I'm going to put one on the gong. I'm going to hold on the top of it. Nice sound. Let's shoot something close here. Oh, let's see if it swings these plates. I'll bet it'll swing that baby. Yep. All right, calm down now. Hit the target. Got to actually take aim. It's amazing what can happen if you don't use the sights, get a good trigger squeeze. Squigger tweeze or whatever I was about to say there, okay? I got to shoot a couple more of those just to redeem myself, and then I'll let you go. So anyway, it's nice that they've got this out in the tin and that so many firearms are being chambered at 10mm now. There's more ammo available, and it's just a great time to be a shooter or a hunter or a collector of firearms or whatever. It's just so many choices now. And you know, you may have no interest in a 10mm. You're not interested in that kind of power. You know, you're not. It's nothing you would carry, and maybe you don't even go to the range that much. And I don't know, but everybody's different. How's that for profound? All right. All right, what was that? Oh yeah, I wanted to redeem myself. All right. It's not exactly a speed shooting combination, you know, this heavy 10mm, but I did want to make sure I knew where to hold on those plates. On the left one in there. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I know where to hold. Mr. Cowboy, shoot you in the hat. Let him dance around. Notice there, you know, we've talked about lead splatter and all that, and our video on steel targets and everything. A little piece of lead came back and just landed on my arm. I noticed there. Thought something fell off my head. So you do get a little bit of, you know, lead, you know, back or splatter around occasionally. That's why you wear glasses and everything. It's rare if your steel is correct. See our video what's it called? Shooting steel safely. Okay, it goes into a lot of the elements of that. And that way, if you do get something, it's not going to be coming like right back at you. It's just going to kind of flounder around the air and land on you maybe, or you might feel something hit your leg and it's not very hard. Generally speaking, that's what happens. But anyway, I thought I'd show you that. We have a video on that though. You always shoot steel at your own risk. Okay. This has been fun to shoot. Springfield Armory XDM 5.25 with an extra millimeter thrown in there. 10 instead of 9. A lot of power, negatives. Again, the trigger hurts my finger, but it probably won't hurt yours, because every time I complain about a pistol hurting my finger, people wonder what's wrong with me. Okay, and you write a book on that. And there are some people upset in Illinois, especially with Springfield and all that stuff that blew up a couple 3 years ago, and I don't know, I think it's kind of blown over, but there'll be some people upset about that, I'm sure. On that, and I don't know, if something is deserving, it's deserving, criticism or whatever. But then again, we got to be careful in the shooting community. There are some people that they don't have a lot going on. They're not doing anything worthwhile for the Second Amendment, other than running their mouth maybe. And one of their hobbies is trying to eat our own, so we got to be careful of that. We got to be careful. So the more people making guns, the better. But then again, it's our right to say what we think, right? So anyway, the XDM 10 millimeter 5.25, pretty cool pistol. We appreciate y'all coming to take a look at it and watching us shoot it. I wish you could be here and shooting it too. That was a lie. Sounded good though, didn't it? Wish you all could be here. No, we appreciate you watching, and we're glad you are here, at least virtually. Okay, so pretty cool pistol. I think I told you what it costs, and we've done these before, but this one's just a little bit different. It's a little more powerful. Life is good.
Doing a little spring training, as I do here on the compound often. Since I've got you here, I want to remind you to check out our friends over at SDI and Talon Grips. SDI is a fully accredited online distance learning program where you can become certified in gunsmithing or get an associate's degree in firearms technology. That's SDI, the Sonoran Desert Institute. Go to sdi.edu for more information. Talon Grips is a company that makes grips. Big surprise there, right? You can check them out at talongungrips.com. They make various types of grips for various types of firearms. They go over your existing grips. You go to the website talongungrips.com and see what all they have over there. We appreciate them and their support, and we hope that you support the companies that support us. Also, while you are on the internet, which I assume you are at this time, go to hickok45.com and check out everything we have over there. We have links to all of our social media, our merchandise, which you can find also at bunkerbranding.com. We have t-shirts and hats and mugs and drink koozies and different things like that. On social media, there is Hickok, the real Hickok45 on Instagram, Hickok45 on Twitter, Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also a page I have called John_Hickok45 on Instagram and John Hickok on Facebook. So please check all that stuff out when you get a chance. But watch some more videos. Have fun out there. Talk to you guys later.